Do you ever wonder why your credit score is different everywhere you look? And I mean, it can be drastically different. You've got it showing up on your bank account statement, your credit card statement, Credit Karma, God knows where else. All these places are telling you this is what your credit score is, and they're not always the same. But it can make it really confusing, especially when you want to go to apply for credit. So let's say you think your scores are pretty okay and you want to apply for a mortgage. You're like, you know what? I got an 802. This should be pretty easy breezy. And then the bank comes back and they're like, no, you have a 502. I mean, what exactly are you going to do in that situation? Are you going to whip out your cell phone and be like, look right here, I have an 802? I mean, you know as well as I do that that's not going to do a damn bit of good, so there's not really any point in doing that. So what good are these credit scores? Why are there so many different ones? And how do I know what a lender is going to be using to determine if I'm credit worthy? So when you look through your credit score stuff, you are going to see the words FICO and Vantage score kind of all over the place. These are actually two different competing companies. So the primary one that about 90% of lenders use for their credit decisions is a FICO score. This is the Fair Isaac company. It's publicly traded. It's been around since 1956. It was created by an engineer named Bill Fair and a mathematician named Earl Isaac. These two smarty pantses got their butts together and they created over 60 different formulas that pulls data from so many different sources to essentially generate a numerical score that is a representation of how creditworthy you are. Now, three of the primary sources that lenders use that they pull their information from are the three primary credit bureaus: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Now, what a credit bureau is it's a place for lenders to report your payment history to positive and negative, and it is optional. So one lender or credit card holder could report to one bureau or two, all three, none. It really just depends. But because of that, and you've got different debts reporting to different places, this kind of generates a couple of different scores, and it generates a lot of different variables in the FICO model. Now, because FICO is using the three primary credit bureaus, and that's what lenders are looking at for their credit decisions, the three of them got their heads together in 2006 and was like, you know what? I think I can do it better. And they created their own company, which is where the Vantage score comes in. Well, I have run out of time, so I am sorry, friends, but you are going to have to go over to part 2 to see the rest.